All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another edition of Dominique The Podcast. We in the building with some more of my funny friends. We're going to start it. We're going to kick it off. I know we had some technical issues. We're a few minutes late trying to get the sound right. We want the sound to be right for y'all so you can hear what we discussing and what we talking about. That don't make sense. So, but we up in here, so y'all come on in here. Y'all tell y'all people to come on in here. And I'm going to introduce my guest. First, we're going to kick it off with my OG from the Boogie Down Bronx. Been riding with him and running with him for years, my New York years. Y'all give it up and show y'all love for my guy, Capone. Y'all give it up for Capone. All right. And my next guest, same thing. I done been all over this country and around this world too. Been running with him for years. Me and him and the captain, like the OG before us, me and Howie, we the same. We graduated in the same year. Right. From Detroit, Michigan. Y'all give it up for Howie Bell. Straight out the dude.
Yes, sir.
What up, though? Y'all look good. How y'all doing? I'm glad to see y'all.
Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. What's up, Capone? What's up, man?
Hey, brother, I am really just happy to be doing it. That's it.
Hey, man, bro, you know, I'm laughing looking at you, bro. I ain't seen you. Man, that's my man.
We don't even see each other like that no more.
Hey, man, I miss the comedian so much.
I know.
I can't wait.
This one job you wish your coworkers.
Right.
This one job you miss your coworkers. Most people be like, I don't want to see their asses. I ain't got to see their asses no more than shit.
Right. Absolutely.
True.
Hey, Greg, thanks for checking in with us. So y'all looking good. I'm happy. Valentine's Day just passed. Let's get into it. I mean, y'all had good Valentine's Day. Like, what y'all do for Valentine's Day? Because it's with Valentine's Day, it's always an issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mine is. I guess I'll start first with that. Look, I'm married. I'm going on 10 years in June.
Oh, okay.
My Valentine's Day was like, you know what I'm saying? I get stuff. I do stuff. It ain't the same as it was when I was 16. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can dig that.
16-year-old Valentine is different from that 48-year-old Valentine. They trust me when I say. I didn't get no head in the car, none of that. It wasn't no surprising, sexual experience.
Oh my God!
It was just all right. I thought I say, all right, keep it moving. Next day's the 15th.
Yeah, what about you? Because what I think, it's like, when you go ahead, Cap. Go ahead.
The crazy thing with me, Dominique, I've been kind of like.
You sound muffled, Cap.
I'm sorry. I was coming.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I've been like avoiding Valentine's Day for so long because it's my daughter's birthday, so that's been my excuse for many years. My daughter now she almost 30.
Oh yeah, that don't work though. Yeah, that shit don't work no more. She doing her own Valentine's Day. She 30 years old.
Right.
She ain't rocking with it like that, Cap.
No, sir.
Because the thing with Valentine's Day, like people say, is it if you're in a relationship, is it bad not to celebrate Valentine's Day, or does that, or is that dictated upon the way the relationship works? Because I'm saying if you're in a relationship, it should be Valentine's Day, Christmas, and the whole nine, Thanksgiving all the time.
All the time. You're right.
But that's kind of what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to downplay the Valentine's Day. It's just like we do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I live with you. We got this all the time. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to. I'm not trying to sound like I'm showering her every day because that's not the case. Trust me.
Right.
What I'm saying is, I'm here with you. I'm supportive. I'm in your life all the time. I got your back. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need Valentine's Day together. We don't need Thanksgiving to cook baked turkey either. I do that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the oven. You know what I'm saying? It could be July 12th. You know what I'm saying? Turkey wings is blessing. You know what I'm saying? So all that, you know what I'm saying? Them special days don't matter the older you get. To me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't need a designated day. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand that. So I feel that way about it too. Because if I'm in a relationship, I'm going all in. So we good on Valentine's Day. It's okay. It don't have to be like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I mean, if your relationship cool and y'all on a good pace, you like, okay, he there, he do his thing. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It'd be probably a lot of like when you getting cheated on and stuff like that.
Yeah, see,
You know what I'm saying? He got to show up.
Yeah.
Already put up with this bullshit. Now you got to show up.
I guess. My bad, Capone.
No, it's cool. Go ahead.
I was saying, I guess that is bad if you're going through a bad part in your relationship. Valentine's Day is not a good holiday. You know what I'm saying? Or what I'm saying? Or it could be. You can try to make it better. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Being a comedian, you're always in a bad relationship. The woman wants you there. You're not there all the time. I mean, you're out there making money and you're out there. You notice the difference with the COVID when that kicked in and you had to stay home.
Yeah.
It's a total difference.
Yeah.
And so when you're in a relationship and you know that time you really can't give, sometimes Valentine's Day can be nice. I mean, I got the best foot massage ever.
Right. I understand that.
Yeah.
Cause you in them streets and you do got to do something when you run them streets and you're not home. But this was a better year though, cause we was home a little more.
Exactly.
In this particular year. Exactly. This is what I want to ask y'all. Oh, Greg said him and his wife celebrated Friday. They went out for dinner. Then cooked dinner together Sunday. Okay, that was nice. Got dressed up at home, put on the music. They've been married for 17 years. That's what's up, Greg.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was sweet.
Hopefully
I can get Valentine's Day, though. I mean, I was just... Because it's almost controversy around it. I think however you want to handle this, however you want to handle it. Whatever worked for y'all. Yeah. That's the bottom line. But this one I don't get. I want to ask y'all. So Michael B. Jordan is dating Lori Harvey, right? So maybe y'all can put me up in the know. But why does it seem like they clowning him because he loving on Lori Harvey? Like, it's almost like they laugh at him. What's wrong with Lori Harvey that I don't know about?
Who, that's Steve Harvey's daughter?
Yeah, it's always like somebody got something to say about he got her some. How do you say the bag cap? Is it Hermes?
Yeah, Hermes. What?
He got her some stocking. Well, how do you say it?
Hermes. I'm saying no.
Hermes. He got her stocking Hermes for Valentine's Day.
Those are probably about $1,200, $1,500 stockings.
Stock?
No, not stocking. Stock.
Whoa.
Stock.
Yeah, he bought her stock.
Oh, really?
That's why they clowning.
Hold on, y'all. I got some issues.
Howie in the background washing clothes.
Nigga, let me tell you
washing clothes.
Nigga, the fucking washing machine is what up, nigga. Nigga, I'm like, wait a minute. The fuck is going on? The spin cycle won't stop.
That was a sign.
That was good, Howie. Howie in there washing clothes and everything.
The man cave / laundry room while you play.
It must be a bad little something because everybody was, I mean, shit, Puffy was dating her.
Right.
Oh,
he did it spotlight for a minute. Yeah, Puffy was dating her first. Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think
Greg said $10K worth of stock. Okay, so
10,000 worth of stock.
Yeah. So what? So why do? Oh, she's dated several people, so that's why they acting like it's something wrong with him being bond up and all in love with her. That's what's happening.
Is it because she's young too, though? How old is she?
Yeah, she's young.
I think that's what it is. She's young.
Okay, Jay Max say the rumor mill said
has a little bit to do with it too.
The who?
The mama reputation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So J Max said the rumor mill says she is for the streets. Okay, so she just got what I like to call she free spirited.
Yeah.
She's dated it. But I don't even like that double standard. I kept saying, what's wrong with Lori Harvey? Men do not like for us to be free spirits and have several relationships in the manner that they would. What is the problem with that?
She was 17 when she started with them, though.
But then
Puffy was 40.
Wow. Yeah, because it was something controversial like that. I ain't know with age difference, but yeah. It was something controversial like that, I remember. Well, my thing is, though, she's not his biological daughter or something.
No, and that's why he really don't give a damn.
Right. I think it's like the media just tied them in, you know what I'm saying? Like this, you know.
Well, he adopted her last name Harvey, or she just using that last name?
Yeah, probably because the mama changed her last name.
Yeah, that could be something weird. You know what I'm saying? Going on with that.
Yeah.
Okay, but so is it that the real issue is that she done had a lot of people she done dated with. So that's what for the streets mean. She done been around. Is that what they saying?
Yeah.
That they every time somebody when they bring them up in articles, it's like people like they ain't saying like they happy for them. They like, oh, okay. That ain't the same thing. When somebody happy for you, they be like, yeah.
Right.
They be at them like, oh, really, Michael B. Jordan? Like, I'm like, what I miss?
I mean, the ladies love him, so they gonna hate anyway.
Oh
yeah.
Okay.
They love him
as if they had a chance.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
that's the whole thing. Okay, because I don't like that double standard of when I don't like how men do that type of thing. When we sleep with a lot of people, we a hoe. When y'all sleep with a lot of people, y'all the man.
We a hoe too.
But it's accepted, y'all. It's considered good. You know what I'm saying? It ain't considered good with us.
Not really. Men have to defend themselves just as much.
It ain't the same, Cap. Y'all don't have to.
No, I agree with
y'all
that.
don't get looked at the same way. Okay, you might have to defend yourself. And they be like, okay, well, it's lighthearted. Like you had all the women back in the day, so I hear. With us, y'all get to whispering y'all friend. No. She done been around the whole hood. I mean, I don't understand that.
Yeah,
like, I understand it. I don't like the double standard. You know what I'm saying?
It's a double standard in there, but I'm gonna tell you though. But men are different than women. So let's just be honest.
We are different. Okay.
Right.
So and physically too. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. And so what I'm saying is, a man, it's hard for him to commit to a woman that he feels has slept with people he knows or slept around or been, kind of promiscuous. It's hard for us to deal with that from a psychological standpoint. Whereas women, it's easier for y'all to have to deal with a man who may have been out there or been, kind of whatever he was, out there.
Is that because we're emotional beings?
I don't know. We emotional too. We just can't.
It's different though. It's a different kind of emotion.
We just don't know how to deal with that. I mean, men can't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't deal with my woman doing, my wife doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But she can tolerate me a little more if I made a mistake. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's just.
But nobody has an answer to that. It's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
There's no rationale.
Yeah. It's just the way it is, man. I just couldn't be with a woman that I knew slept with 2-3 dudes that I knew.
I ain't necessarily saying that not that how we be. They don't have to be guys I'm just saying in general.
But the only reason why I said that because you said around the hood, around the way. So like,
I use that example. You're right. But I mean, if you heard from her that she has had her share of relationships with men, not men that and you may not know, or you may know one, but let's say you don't know it. I mean, is that doable if you don't know any of the dudes?
I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know no man that has done things that I can't imagine with the woman that I'm with.
That's all it's about. I was waiting for y'all.
I don't want that. I don't want the psychological, torment of me being with her and everybody looking like this.
But what if they don't know, Howie? That could have been in the whole. She could be from Bubbaluck, Texas.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
And she could have slept with the whole Bubbaluck. You got her in Detroit. Cap got her in New York. And you don't know. You still that's the deal.
Hey, look, what I don't know won't hurt me.
Yeah. What you don't know, but you ain't going to Bubbaluck.
Yeah, but when you find out, it could kill you. Trust me.
Ooh, wait. Especially if it ends up being somebody you know. Well, that's the hurt.
I was scared of commitment.
Okay, Cap, you muffled again.
I said for a long time I was scared of commitment. I actually used to just deal with married women.
Okay.
And the things that you hear from a married woman, but a married woman, honestly, most of the time when they are cheating, they're going through a real bad emotional crisis. They need somebody to talk to, they need affection, and it's not going there. And it becomes worse for you than it actually is for their husband. Because now they done put it in that you're the one that they can confine into. And you just looking like, well, I ain't want no responsibility. I just want a little sex and keep it moving. But once those emotions kick in,
Right.
It's hard to shake.
Sure is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you calling yourself, Cap, something like a therapist or something? Yeah. You like a therapist with benefits, huh? I hear you, Cap. Cap say I was a therapist.
Hey, look, it's a price to pay to be that therapist, though.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
So, Greg says, "Hey, Debbie." Greg says, "Women go off emotions. Men, we just go off with just what do you say? We just go off of just we too." Greg, what you say? Women go off emotions. Men, we just go off just we two instincts. I guess he's saying y'all just go on your instincts and we more emotional.
Men are emotional too. It's just different. We just harbor them different and we express them different.
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
So,
I agree.
And Cap gonna have the men say trying to send a list. Where you live at? What was their name? Because there was a time I thought my wife might have been. Cap said,
I tell you,
right. Hey, look, you play a dangerous game, mess with the man's wife.
Well, my thing is,
it ain't. But see, we different from y'all. He cool because we respect ours. Men get out there, get turned out. And now they walking around say, "Let me risk walking in the mall holding her hand."
Oh man!
Yeah.
Alternative, we gonna be like this at all costs because we already know we gonna get killed in it too. You feel what I'm saying? When he come through the door waving the 4-4, it's on for both of us.
Hey, that's type of stuff get you hit by a car. People,
it's a dangerous game. I'm not even gonna lie.
Dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
The only reason it becomes dangerous because you don't expect the woman to become as emotional as she's becoming. Like, you're in it for a reason. Y'all agreed to it, but once the pinochle hit the knee knuckle, it's totally different. The emotions kick in, and she's like, "Look, I'm tired of that nigga. I see I deserve better." And as the person that's involved, you do things for women that you know that the husbands don't do. And that shit just drives them crazy. Like, I've never, ever imagined how many people are married and a man never washed his wife up. Never gave her a bath.
It's a lot of
Or they've done it, but they stopped doing it.
Oh, this shit. I'm talking about.
You gotta remember. See, you gotta remember as a person that comes in as a side man or a side woman, you always gonna do something extravagant.
But even when I was the main dude, I do that. But my thing is, I'm talking about women breaking down. Oh God, you sponging her. You ain't even put the soap on her yet. You just hit her with the sponge. And she right. What the fuck? That was something wrong. This nigga never put a soap on.
Oh God.
You about to make me go wash my wife's ass tonight. I probably is that. I'm about to go give her a bath. I ain't did this in a while. Let me wash your ass.
Hey, Howie B said, "Let me step it up tonight."
Yeah,
you got to.
Me, I ain't trying to brag, but I do that kind of stuff too. You know what I mean? But but I might not do it all the time though.
You can't.
That's not reality for me to do it all the time. So what I was about to say was the point is somebody can step in anybody else's life. You know what I'm saying? And then do something that they haven't been used to, or something or something that they miss. You know what I'm saying? That they've been learning, and you can easily. We all human beings, man. You know?
Yeah, we are.
Somebody can slide in your life and start talking to you in a way that you missed or you haven't heard, and you down. You down. You know what I'm saying? That go with man or woman. You know what I mean? Either one. I see women talk their way to some dick. So excuse my language. You know, it can happen. You know what I'm saying? And you sitting there like, wow, how did I wind up like this?
Yeah. sitting in there listening to R. Kelly songs.
I got half a tear coming down my face.
And I can sing a little bit, and I use that shit to my advantage. I sing right over R. Kelly.
Yeah, man, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
I know every one of that nigga songs.
The biggest thing I see though in relationships and marriages and my friends and stuff that are married, the ones that have had successful marriage, the biggest thing is that I see in them is that you have to be friends if you're gonna be with y'all, gotta be friends. Like my friends who've been married for a long time, man, they are each other homeboy and homegirl for real. You know what I want? Yeah. They hanging out, they kicking it, and they stay on point like that. Then I got friends that's like, girl, don't do it. I mean, just flat out like, save yourself. Don't even do it. It ain't even worth it because this fool I'm over here with. So I guess it's an individual. But Captain enlightened the situation. Oh God. Cap Greg said you still funny. Greg said Howie silly. Howie said he doing it tonight.
Hey, as soon as this is over with, I'm going upstairs.
Yeah. Got to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! But we just. I hope everybody did have a happy Valentine's.
But it's funny. I'm 10 years in June. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, y'all doing y'all thing.
It's been hard. It's been a hard road, man. I told her, I said, we probably had more arguments over the last 24 months than we've ever had since we've been together, and we've been together like 14 years. So it's like, I said, you know what? We gotta stop this. This is some BS. I was like, well, look, we having the 10-year blues or what? What we doing?
Y'all in the pandemic. Can't nobody go nowhere. Can't nobody get no breathers.
Come on,
y'all
man.
In the pandemic.
Man, look, I can't go do no shows. I'm homeschooling. You know what I'm saying? I'm a short order cook. I became a great cleaner. I got my own cleaning service in my house. I got different services that I do. I do schooling, cleaning service, schooling. I do everything. I'm a husband. But I'm here and I can't go nowhere. And so that's part of it, man. So we gotta deal with each other a little more than normal. Mm-hmm. And I think that this is a test to your relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, I agree.
Are we friends for real, Dominique? You know what I'm saying? Can we be around each other? You know what I'm saying? Or are we just glorified roommates? You know what I'm saying? What are we? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here? And so we've had to ask ourselves a couple questions. You know what I'm saying?
And that's healthy though. That's good. Y'all did the right thing though.
Talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all did the right thing.
Yeah. So but hey, while I'm here, you see my basement. I did all this since the pandemic.
Yeah, it look good too, Howie.
I had to get away. I was like, hey, I need an escape pod somewhere.
Yeah,
do something.
Greg said, just keep it spicy.
That's it.
He said, play cards, listen to each other, read, talk. He said, just keep it spicy. Just try to, because we are in very stressful times too.
Absolutely.
It's real hard.
I'm gonna give you some advice. What this right here, and this always works. Women love to read. They love to read, but I want you to play a game with them. And I don't know if you ever did it. Play a game with them. Give little rewards as she goes along, like little clues. Put some tape, a little sticky on the wall, saying if you pass this point, you get such and such. And then have a little bowl of strawberries for her.
All right.
And after she eats the strawberries, give her another clue to go to the whatever. And the whole thing is just catering to her. My dude, when I tell you, it is just magical. The notes alone, the anticipation, not knowing what's going on, and the creativity that you have will just make it all worthwhile.
Almost like a grown-up Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, that's it. But it's a love hunt.
A love hunt. Yeah.
All right, man. We like stuff like that. That was good.
I love that. I like that. I like a love hunt. Yeah. I like that.
Because it changed your whole frame of mind. You be like, what are you doing?
Right.
Just go along with
you make it sexy and make it silly.
Yeah, I feel that.
Tell her make you a bowl of cereal and eat 3 spoonfuls and leave it alone.
That was good. Yeah, Greg said that.
All the non-married dudes got the greatest advice. Let me show you how to do it. You've been married one time. You got the best advice in the world.
I love it. They love it. It's not even the point of what you're doing; it's the effort that you put in.
That's right. No. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Creativity involved there.
Yeah.
The creativity, but that's how he sends people's wives home happy. You know, you try to figure out why she in there like this. I take you there. Ow. You be like, what in the world?
Oh my God.
Definitely.
That is so good. Mm-hmm. Debbie, that was good, wasn't it? That was good. I was talking to one of the ladies, and she was like, yes, that was pretty good.
That was good.
So what has happened? Okay, we didn't had our love talk. What is happening to our critical thinking in this society? I mean, I don't understand what has happened to critical thinking. Like I'm in particular talking about the Gorilla Glue head girl. What has happened that we just can't sit there? I'm gonna say what my grandmother would always say: your mind ain't take you no further than that, huh? that was her way of saying you was a stupid ass.
Shit right there.
Yeah, she was like, your mind didn't take you no further than that.
You know, the difference now is that they're doing all this stuff, and social media wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? Years ago. So now with social media and these pages and everything, you know, YouTube and Plus and so forth, you can monetize being an idiot. So now you can get paid for doing that type of stuff. So I think on one hand, that idiots, on another hand, is kind of smart. But what you're doing is you're compromising yourself. So you just becoming famous for anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, is it worth it though? God.
She made some break. I don't know for that individual, is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? If you're nobody at home, sitting in front of your computer, and you come up with something that make you, you know, X amount of dollars, you might be brilliant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might be brilliant. Or on the other hand, you might be a dummy too, but that just got lucky. But I think that in this society, man, the way it is, ain't no telling. This girl set up a gorilla account, a GoFundMe account. She made like over 20 racks on her GoFundMe. So far, it could be more than that right now. Right. That was a few days ago. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know.
J Max said Gorilla Glue Tessica has an agent now. That's crazy. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
For what? What she need one for?
For what? Exactly.
What is her talent? People usually had agents and managers and stuff if they had, you know, something reputable going on. Gorilla Glue her talent.
All right. Well, let's be realistic.
All right.
Let's look at the guy who came out of the back of a car, came up with a song that said, "Where the money reside, where the money reside."
Yeah.
And he is performing that song and getting paid on stages. So what you have to understand, and this is the one thing that I really want to make clear. If we don't understand the time, we're going to get lost. And what I mean by that is we were trained and taught by elder people who gave us knowledge. And we took that knowledge and it lasted us a long time. Unfortunately, these people now are living off information. They don't want knowledge. It's only what's happening right now. We watch it. That's how come a phone costs $1,000 and a TV costs $400.
How about that?
75 inches, $500 now.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So the mind is being manipulated of something that is always there. And as long as it's stupid, we're watching it. We're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
This is the way the world is. And unfortunately, us people that have somewhat things called brains, we're kind of being extinct.
Mm-hmm. We almost got to unlearn everything we've learned to dumb down.
You're right.
And herein lies the problem. Go ahead, Howie. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you know, we almost got to retrain ourselves to think stupid to come to understand shit. Like, I mean, like it's weird. It's weird.
Hard too.
Our thinking is outdated.
Yeah, it's hard when it should never be outdated.
Anything smart is outdated now.
Yeah. And that's so weird.
Yeah.
Especially with us being entertainers, where they tell us to get into this whole social media thing. Well, I've been raised and all of us been here for quite a while now. So how all of a sudden do we go from what we know that's been embedded in us, from grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, this thing that's been embedded in us and sold into us. So now all of a sudden we supposed to be to get out here and get on the camera and just be a complete fool? How do you make that transition?
Man, a lot of us aren't going to make the transition. A lot of us won't make the transition, and that's just what it is, man. It's a changing of the guards right now when it comes to entertainment, because only certain people from our generation or older are going to be able to transform themselves into this next level, because the next level is pure idiotry. You know what I mean? So it's hard. It's hard for real artists to do that. I know artists is like, man, I'm done. I know some comedians that didn't want to do no Zoom or no virtual shows. Period. They're like, I'm not doing that. That ain't me. That ain't real comedy. And they literally just stopped doing comedy over the last 12 months. I mean, like, for real, I know some people that are not going to come back to the stage. I'm telling you.
Wow.
They're not coming back to comedy because they're going to be out the loop.
Right.
Wow.
I did my one-man show, and I did it because I needed some money at the time, and it went well. But it was a very uncomfortable feeling. It was very uncomfortable. It gave people room to critique me that had no right to critique.
Right.
You understand what I mean?
Okay.
I've been doing this for a long time. I know what I'm good at. Mm-hmm. And to get on something to just try to survive at the time, and then you got somebody, well, he could have did this, and he could have did that, and could have did this. Nigga, you ain't never been on a stage before. You don't
a monkey nigga telling you that. A monkey telling you that.
Man, let me tell you something. We got the general public is so critical right now of anybody on any level. That's why the playing fields is balancing out.
Yes.
Because now a regular dude from Bubble Dam, Arkansas can be like, hey man, that wasn't funny, or this wasn't that, and he'll have listeners or people looking at him say this comment and then change their opinion or have them adjust their thinking towards you. So now it's just like that. So no matter if they had experience, have experience, know somebody in the business, don't know somebody, everybody's a critic now, and everybody's an artist now.
Yeah.
Everybody. So it's like, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Everybody is their own celebrity.
Does it sustain?
Everybody.
No, it won't.
But the question, and I agree with you, Cap, I don't think that it'll sustain because of the way it was built. Right. You know, because it ain't built off nothing. No. The work that we done and the things we done, we got foundation. We all know what we done and how long we done been here. So will it sustain? I don't think that it'll sustain. I think we keep pushing. And I am one that feel like get in where you fit in with it. However it works for you, the kind of, you know, the era that we came from, get in where you fit in with it, work that angle of it, and you keep pushing, because in a minute, I mean, you know, you're gonna have to eventually. It has to break, because it's like you just said, Howie. It's just some stupid shit.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? It's like
sense.
You got an agent from putting Gorilla Glue in your head.
Hey, what about the dude that tried to imitate her, and he took it and he put it on the red cup and he put it on his lips? Did y'all see that?
Yeah, talking about the Gorilla Glue. There's something wrong with that.
He Gorilla Glued up a cup, like one of these cups like this. like one of these. He took a cup and he put like glue in the inside and he put it on his mouth. He had to go to the hospital. He tried to eat this after her. Yeah. So he was trying to clout chase off of another idiot.
So let me tell you where the smartness comes in at. Mm-hmm. On any of the directions, information, contracts, anything, Gorilla Glue never said, please do not put this in your hair. So she has a lawsuit. Just because they have not made that open record.
She may.
And then the thing about that goes to the generational divide. Exactly. Ain't nobody had to tell us that glue. None of us growing up ever took no white Elmer's damn glue and put it in our head and said, I'm gonna put this Elmer's glue in my head.
And he'll make it
just wasn't. It just wasn't even in the talk. Let me lay my baby head down with Elmer's glue. It wasn't in the talk.
Oh, you know what though? But you know what though? You remember when McDonald's had to put on their cups, this is hot. Yeah. So you remember that? With the coffee?
Because somebody had a lawsuit.
Somebody had a lawsuit. Yeah. To Capone's point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody had a lawsuit because they drank that coffee too hot. And it was like, too hot. They like, that's coffee. It's supposed to be hot. But it was hot.
and I counter sue her ass right back.
Yeah.
I find something. I say find one of them loopholes in there and let's get a counter suit going.
Yeah.
Because you don't. It's self-explanatory, is what I'm saying.
But let me say this: I don't think she.
And this not no child. You know what I mean?
I think she lucked up on that loss. On that, what you talking about? I don't think she was that smart. Like, I'm gonna do this and then sue them. I think that. I think that she just lucked up. You know what I'm saying on that. You know what I'm saying?
Once you go viral, you become open to the public, and the public, you know how lawyers are stalkers.
That's true.
So they saw her, and that's true. Hey, you know,
how old is she, Ashley? Because Ashley said
in her 30s.
Yeah, because Ashley said she's not young, she's teenage, or in her 20s.
She was in like her 30s, and I think she's a teacher.
Wow.
Oh Lord, that's a lawsuit, right? She shouldn't win on that alone. Or if you're gonna win the lawsuit, you need to be fired. Because you don't need to be around nobody's kids, because you would tell them, we don't have no icing for the cake. Put some white Elmer's glue on it, and you can eat the cake. That look like the icing. So go ahead and eat the cake with the Elmer's glue on it. So your child is in danger with a person with this kind of thing. That's all I'm saying.
That's the frosting. The Elmer's.
J Max says she had 3 kids. Oh my God.
3 kids. You know what I'm saying? 3 kids.
I just thank God for the generation I'm from, because I hate to say this, but a lot of these people I see on the internet, when I'm looking at it, I got to say, Lord, I thank you, and I bless your holy name that she ain't my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And he ain't my father, because I'm going to need it. Because these parents weird, too. Even like when you look at TikTok, you got people throwing cheese in little babies' faces. I'm like, that's not funny, though.
Man, they do some of the weirdest. I'm telling you.
I mean, you go in there with a piece of cheese, the baby looking at you all happy, like he ain't come, and you throw some cheese. But this the saddest part. It's people in the comments saying, it's a joke. What is wrong with it? It's a lot wrong with throwing a piece of cheese in a 4-month-old face.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, it's nuts.
That's crazy.
Too much.
You know what? In the comment section, is always somebody that say, "Oh, y'all so y'all old, y'all can't take a joke." I swear, it's always somebody that say that.
I ain't that old. I'm wise.
Somebody always say you can't take a joke. It's like, real? I mean, every time everything's a joke now.
What I don't understand, and it's almost it makes me feel dumb, is first of all how it becomes such a trend, like the push it. I think my butt getting big. Nelly got a check from that. So who is the one to make up, that type of thing when if we got this much goddamn power and we still are fighting for equal rights and all of this, and I hate to get political about it, but why nobody does a challenge with us sticking together or something like that that's going to benefit? Why is it always something to make us an asshole?
People try. People be having like the I'm a father challenge, show your kids challenge, stuff like that. They try. But those challenges don't never get that popular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because some girl gonna scream on the father. No, don't act like you take care of him now.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be somebody.
It's always gonna be one, Cap. Yep. It's always gonna be one. It's hard for us to get. It's just hard for us to come together, and we have got to figure that out. Because if we don't figure that part out, how we gonna come together and be one? Everything else we trying to do and everything else we fighting for, though, it's gonna be all for that.
All right, so let me say this. I was on somebody. Okay. We talked about this. My girl Coco. I don't know if y'all know Coco from Detroit, the comedian, Def Jam. Legend.
Yeah.
So
you ain't really been down if you don't know Coco.
That's right. Absolutely. No doubt about it. So we was
talking out to Coco, one of Detroit's fine.
Queen of Detroit. So listen, man, we were on her podcast and we kind of brought something up like this. And we were saying, they really need social media classes, starting from elementary, the middle, high school, and of course, higher learning. You need, because there are no rules really, or no ethics, or the way to conduct yourself on social media. Like there's no knowledge of it. Like people don't know about the different ways, that you can promote yourself, or even, how different things that can harm you, or you know what I'm saying? Right. Like there is no way. There are no means to educate people on social media right now. So it's like we got to implement something like that. To me,
that's you froze for a minute, Howie B. That's a good idea. I think that we have to temper the culture some.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have to. I think they have to go in and try to figure out how to. Everybody don't need to have this platform at a high level. You know what I mean? If you're gonna clear it up, too many people had this platform at a high level for no apparent reason. But if you had this platform at a high level, it needs to be a certain kind of thing you're promoting and putting on it. All that ignorant stuff and all this stupid stuff and people just being dumb and we losing critical thinking. We got our children wrapped up in this. I think it has to be tampered in a way like that, Cap.
I agree with what you're saying, but if you look at the program that they got now, I think it's on Netflix. It talks about the works of social media, how the technology is meant to fuck with us. They know when we get up, first thing we do is grab our phone. They know if we got a little time, we play the games. They're recording all of this. Sometimes, if you really pay attention, you can say, you know what, I'm thinking about getting an exercise chair. And all of a sudden, those ads start to come on.
Absolutely. It happens to me all the time. And I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this.
Yeah.
Like you in my head. No, you ain't in my head. You listening to everything I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
It's so true. And it just comes to a point to where either you have to unplug yourself. I mean, it was told to us a long time ago. We just didn't pay attention. The Matrix was the movie that actually told us what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
Every aspect of that movie, from I don't even know how many Matrix they have. They started trying to make it a little corny with the extra shit, but that is your temper, your mental, your emotions, all of that shit that was going in through, and you couldn't control it until it destroys you.
And that's the whole setup.
Exactly.
It's real. Cap Greg said, people are lost because of bitterness and class of the rules change every day. He said, read Dr. King's book, Where Do We Go From Here? Or Dr. Eddie Claude Jr.'s book, Begin Again. He said those are good books to read. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, it's just out of control. They woke up this sleeping giant and now you can't close it down. But it was all for purpose.
Exactly.
It all had a purpose. It wasn't just by happenstance that it happened. So
it's the same thing with this coronavirus. Control, fear and control.
That's the whole way they run this whole country. Fear and control. Everything you don't see, you can't even look at the news. It'll scare you to death.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is about control. And I'm not saying that people haven't died. I know people that have died from being ill from coronavirus. I am one that thinks it's a real thing, but
I do too.
It is, yes, but it does have a control mechanism. Definitely has a control mechanism. And this vaccine, that's a whole new thing.
Exactly.
That's a whole new thing.
At times of change and people say what they won't do. I know a couple of people that are going through it and people are looking for side effects right away. And they ain't got to be right away.
No, I don't have
These motherfuckers are trying to put chips in you to control you and shut you off like a fucking car.
Yeah. Greg said fear and control, but we must have faith over fear. Absolutely, Greg. The only reason we still here, Greg, is because of faith.
Exactly.
That's the only reason we still, especially in what we do. How we'll get back in here in a minute. He might still be talking. He might don't even know he ain't. But he come Howie right now. Absolutely. Greg said, keep our true faith and believe in God. Absolutely, Greg. Howie B, you back?
Hey, I had some kind of power surge, nigga. In my
that was that wash machine.
Yeah, that shit fuck. Hey, look, the wash machine messed everything up. I was like, oh, snap. I went all the way out, man. I apologize for that.
That's okay.
I'm having all kind of real, look at this. This is real life issues I got going on.
It's the World Wide Web. So we were just saying, Cap, we were talking about what you had zoomed out with.
Right. I forgot.
I said we need to find, and I was saying that we need to find a way to temper it some kind of way. Even though we discussed that it's by design for things to be chaotic in this manner. we talked about that. But if they really want to do something about it, they can temper it and do anything they want to do in the United States of America.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But the teachers union need to implement that type of curriculum, though, that I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? They kind of help these kids understand social media. Because you got to understand, these kids is on these tablets at 4 and 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? They're already on it. Yeah. Facial recognition and everything at times.
But the teacher can't do it. Your parents got to do it. Parents got to lock the situation down at home and say, this is what I'm allowed as it pertains to social media, as it pertains to these iPads and all this stuff. Because your teacher not going to be to really do it.
They still got to have awareness, though. They can implement curriculums like that. They still got to have awareness. You can only do so much at home, man. And then when these parents get back to work and these kids get back to school and all this stuff, I mean, they got to understand how to deal with these different softwares or how to deal with these different media sites, because it's a lot. You know, they got all these pop-ups and all this stuff, man. My daughter was telling me about something that scared her. I'm like, oh, man. And this is on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? She ate. So
let me say this.
I'm saying when I say control it at home, they can institute curriculums, how we be. But I'm saying when I'm saying say it at home, we got to do like what they did to us. See, they had to talk to us because it wasn't so many distractions. Right. There's so many distractions now that the parents, they don't even have to talk to their children anymore. They don't have to talk to them. When I say control it at home, we got to give our kids critical thinking and common sense and tell them this why such and such and such and such. Like we were brought up with them in our ear constantly. And we might not want to hear, but it made us the people that we are now. And that's a great thing. And then one of the problems is the parents and the kids got the same activities.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like that when we was growing up. I was listening to New Edition. My mother wasn't listening to it. She had the Temptations or somebody else on listening to them. You know.
Yeah. So, not only that, the parents and the kids got the same mentality. So you gotta understand this ain't
a problem too.
They ain't our parents. These are some different. They need some different type of guidance. The parents do. I mean, because they don't even know how to deal with their own children. Man, you got some people, like I said, the homeschool, so I can see, the kids in my partner's class. Some of them laying in the bed. Some of them got their pajamas on. They ain't combing their hair. You supposed to have a uniform shirt on. They got on, t-shirt, toe up. I mean, I'm looking like, man, they're not even into the class. You know what I'm saying? The teacher like, hey, please, turn your camera back on. Some of them got their cameras off. I mean, it's like that. The discipline, even with the homeschooling, ain't there. That's because the parents' minds ain't there. They're happy that they're in front of the computer, so they can go run in the basement and smoke a blunt. You see what I'm saying?
And so basically, you said they're being raised by a bunch of people that have put Gorilla Glue in their head.
Oh, now you try to get them. You try to give the Gorilla Girl props enough to be able to be responsible enough to teach our kids something smart. They can't do it. They need some help.
Dominique, I want to pose this question to you, Howie, and to your listeners.
Okay.
Name one thing that is life-changing that is run by Black people. One. Whether it's a good or bad situation, name one thing that is life-changing.
It could be old, new, because there's a lot of things Black people made that's life-changing.
No, it's not.
Well, a Black man invented the process of blood plasma.
Right.
Dr. Charles.
No,
so that's
my life
changing. Okay, so I didn't know what you. Okay, explain that a little more.
Explain life changing some more, Cap.
All right, so here we go. In order for you to purchase your house, you have, even if you got the money, 9 times out of 10, you got to go through some type of committee. If you don't have the money, you go through a bank. Who owns the banks? If you're going through trying to be fair at selling your house, you got the people who run most of the appraisers that just the other day, somebody had an appraiser that came to their house, appraised their house for $800,000.
I saw that.
Old house, brick, all of that. He put his white friend in there, and they
did
the house for 1.2. Those are life-changing situations. The judge, the judge, and all of these, judicial system, life-changing. None of it is run by Black people, because anything that we try to do to enhance us, these motherfuckers make a new law to make us shut us right back down. And the reason that it hit me so much is because I seen how gay people, black, white, Chinese, or whatever, came together and got everything they asked for. You can marry a man now, being a man, as long as, you know, it's the laws that they give you now, no matter what. But as black people, every time we try to do something to come together, they find a way to shut us down. There's nothing on. I'm not talking about we invented a lot of shit. We've done a lot of great shit. We ran and built everything in this country.
That's right.
Okay, but then now that makes it to your point. We built everything. It was built off our backs. So it don't run if it don't stay on our back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't have the ability. It don't run if it don't stay on our back. And we can't see that. So we can't shift it on our own. Because there are some things we can do to shift it on our own. But we can't.
There are some things we can do. There's a lot we can do, actually. And I'm telling you, it might be little. They might be little things, but those little things can add up. Number one, let's stop criticizing black businesses. Like somebody said, this is a good point somebody came up with. McDonald's done messed your order up 1,000 times, so you still go back to McDonald's.
Right.
Fries cold and the whole nine.
Black business don't speak to you right. You ain't never going back there no more.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And see, we got to stop that. So we can stop doing the little idiot stuff. You know what I'm saying? Give each other the benefit of the doubt a little more.
Yes.
Hey, listen, there are black realtors out there, man. They're black contractors. They're black people. I mean, they really are. I mean, you know, we got to take our time and have patience with each other and start to little by little do this in all these cities and all these states, and then it go stretch to international. We can do it, man. It's just that we got to start figuring out a better way to do things other than maybe being so open with it. Maybe we need to be more secretive.
Exactly.
Maybe we need to be more, you know what I'm saying, control. Quit bragging about everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, because we ain't got to do that. You know, like you said, you keep it a secret, man. That way it ain't going to shut us down.
Right.
You know,
and I know that to be true because when coronavirus first happened, when it first started at the top of last year, around March, and when it all started coming down, wasn't nobody talking about black people and coronavirus. It wasn't until we got on social media talking about we don't get it. Then it was a quiet meeting that happened, Howie. And the next day, we had it more than everybody in the whole world.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, it was breaking news.
Died worst of it. And now I know that's some, and not to say we don't die from it.
No, but that's exactly what you're talking about. I saw that narrative happen. I saw that too.
But that narrative you pushing right there. I had an interview on the radio one time, and it was a doctor in there. He kept talking on this interview on this radio show I was on. He kept talking all about, black people, they get this higher and this higher than this. I say, doctor, you know, if you don't mind, why we get everything higher?
Right.
Why our numbers so out of control and so out of it? Just boom. You know, I need to know the difference between my heart and the white girl's heart. Yeah. You know, what's that? You know what I'm saying? And she bigger than me. So what's going on? And that doctor said, I don't know. That's just what the study say. I said, okay.
That's
just like the nigga running around from state to state, country to country, counting how many niggas died that day. We have 2 million.
Right.
After you count 500, you ain't counting no fucking more.
No.
You ain't
Hey, look.
A lot of niggas died.
Look, you exhausted.
These niggas is 1,000 million people. Get the fuck out of here.
And look, and they push that narrative heavy too. They like, hey man, look, y'all black people getting this more. Y'all sick. Y'all better get this injection.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, my whole thing is the only thing that run our numbers is just being black and American.
Yeah.
Because other than that, why we so different? We just hear what's genetically different about us.
Man, listen.
You know, come on now. When they start running that, I say we talk too much. You know, we round here until we said that, and that goes back to what we were talking about. We need to have meetings. We need to have different coalitions. And if the computer zap out, y'all know what it is, right?
That's right.
If we go black right now, what we talking about?
Exactly.
We need to have.
My computer went black. I started talking social media.
They was like, no, Detroit, man cave, Detroit, man cave. Howie was like this after he said that. He moved.
Right, I'm froze.
So let me say this, right? I was me, I hustle.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
I
gotta get at you too, Cap.
I was selling Louis bags, I was selling Gucci bags, and a young lady hit me up and says, "Are those bags authentic?" And I said, "I'm sorry, I don't want to sound dumb, but what's authentic? I thought authentic was a painting where you only get one, and Picasso charged you $10 million for that painting, and you could sell it." I said, "Once a bag is made, it's no longer authentic." She said, "Well, are they real?" And I said, "I'm not trying to be funny." I said, "I sell the bags for $150, $200 the most."
Right.
I said, "The same bag is in there for maybe about 5,000. If you got 5,000 and you feel that it's that way, go get the bag." And she said, "But I just want to make sure." I said, "What do you want to make sure?" "Whatever you put in the bag is the bag." I said, "We as black people, we've been brainwashed so much."
Conditioned.
And I'm going to tell you this. Everything, every bag, you don't go to Louis Vuitton and look at the bottom and say, "Is this made in China?" You don't care. It's made in China. China makes every fucking thing.
Yeah,
and
they
so,
do.
With that being said, right, I hit her up. I said, "I sell my little shirts, the cap back shirts. That's my plug, my little shirt." So I said, "This shirt is $20. And she said, that's reasonable." I said, "So why are you buying a Louis Vuitton shirt for $600? And she said, I said, "From what I know, cotton is fucking cotton. Is Louis got a special cotton?"
No.
Italian leather. When the fuck have you ever seen an Italian cow? Leather is leather.
Yeah.
There's no Italian cow. Stop letting these niggas fuck your brain up."
Yeah.
Because that's all they doing.
The women they intake this. They were so worried about what's real or not, and then the men piggyback off of them, trying not to be embarrassed. A bag is a fucking bag. And I was dumb just like everybody else. I went and bought because I had the money, I bought a $2,000 suit carrier. 2 years, the shit popped right in the middle.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right in the middle, 2,000. Louis Vuitton is supposed to fix this. You know what they told me that I have to send it to? China.
Wow.
China has to fix it.
Wow.
Ain't that a bitch?
Wow.
And ever since I learned this, I try to treat the mentality. But with me, it's a fighting war. You want the bag, but you want me to come down from 150 to you, but you'll go to Louis Vuitton because you got 5 of those that you paid $3,500 for. Stupid shit.
Yeah.
This ain't my career. I got a side hustle. That's all.
And it's you getting the same bag.
Yes.
You getting the same bag, and you don't even realize you get with the bags. I had my era with the bags where I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this bag, I'm gonna get that bag, and then I was like, it hit me one day, and I was like, I ain't paying that much money for no damn purse. I put my shit in my pocket if it's like that.
Right.
And I just got over that, and I was like, you know what? Nah. I got other stuff to do with my money once I start, because what I'm doing, what I'm buying this bag for, what am I doing? And don't get me wrong, if you want to spend your money on that, do it. We talking about individuals here and what may work better going forward and trying to come together. You know what I'm saying? We not hating it, just like Greg just said on here. He just said we got to stop being so jealous of each other and that kind of thing. We got to change our attitudes and stop being so jealous of one another.
And look, we financially irresponsible though.
We are.
We don't have no sense of saving money, investment, or nothing.
No.
As soon as we get it, we spending it.
How many pair of tennis shoes we need?
Wait, let me tell you something, Howie. And I study a lot, and the most precious advice I got about real estate was from a Jewish man. He was my friend who owned a car dealership. And anybody who knows me knows I'm into cars heavy to the point where I started my own dealership. But what I'm saying to you is this is what they're trained to do. And it's so simple. Now, let's take
an example of if the same car came out every year. If the same goddamn car came out every year, no new amenities, no new nothing, they wouldn't sell. No. They wouldn't buy shit. But the shit that they get you with is, oh man, you got to get the new goddamn Lexus with the invisible button.
Yeah.
They are. What are you talking about? You got a 2000? Nigga, the 2021 got the invisible button. Now you psychologically, emotionally fucked up how people gonna look at you because you ain't got that button. And all it takes is one girl. You saw that button? The new button? You will spend your last to get that. And this is how they work on us every year with something different.
Every year, and got people paying $700 and $800 and $900 car notes.
Exactly.
Think about that. And if you ever drove in Capone and Howie too, if you ever drove with Benz and all this stuff, man, look, the only thing really you can say is, in my opinion, okay, it might hug the road different, but you can get a cheaper car that'll hug the road the same way. All you gotta do is do your homework. You know what I'm saying? But it's about being seen. Like everybody got 700 pair of sneakers. I got out of that game too. I was like, I'm not buying no $200 and $300 sneakers. If I want some sneakers, guess what my limit is? $50. And if you wait them out, you can get exactly what you want for $50.
Hey, look, you can go to the outlets now and get them same shoes they paid all that money for cheaper.
Exactly.
I go to
I ain't going over there. $60 tops. I'm not about to be buying $300. It does not make sense, and we have other things we need to be doing with our money and be focused on that we can do to help our people. But we gotta change our mindset, and we have to have the ability to control our economic power. Because if we can't do that, what?
Hey, look, closet full of clothes ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
Pandemic. You done bought
in line for shoes, buying shoes every week. It's like,
what are you doing this for?
Man,
if you are going somewhere, wipe them off when you get home.
I had to hear it, man. I had to hear it, and when I heard it, it's this thing called emotional buying. They know how to emotionally fuck us, and we fall for it all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
The key to fighting emotional shopping is ask yourself before you buy it. This is something that's a new rule to me. If I don't buy it, will it make a difference?
Will it make a difference?
God damn it.
Yeah. That's real talk, Cap. That's real talk.
When I get this. All right.
I got $1,000 right now. Do I need to spend it? If I don't buy this and keep this $1,000, will it make a difference?
Will it make
Absolutely, Cap. Absolutely. Will it make a difference?
And look, 9 times out of 10, it ain't making a damn difference.
Exactly.
No, don't nobody care. But
nobody cares.
Don't nobody care. That's the problem. The people you doing this for, they don't care. Whoever you doing it for, whoever you and you know another thing we gotta learn how to do is respect other people's opinion.
Yeah.
You know, everybody don't have to see it the same way. That's another thing. This whole social media and all that. That's another thing that it perpetuate this same opinion. If I don't think like you, I'm wrong and I'm crazy. You don't have to have the same opinion.
No.
You understand? You just buying all this stuff, and people always justify. I just want nice things, but it's a lot of nice things that don't cost like that.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just we gotta change the way we think about things and the way we do things.
And we gotta support each other. That's the point.
We gotta support each other. Cap support black business. Cap already know that.
But
I support all the time.
Yeah, you got an impulse on buying something. Why don't you flip the narrative though? Go buy you some art that may appreciate its value. Go buy you something that is going to have some value to it. If you just got to spend, why don't you do a little research and say, okay, let me collect this. You know what I'm saying? Or let me be a collector of this. And this, some value to it. I can hand this down to my kids or my grandkids, and it'll be worth 20 times more than when I bought it. Doing something. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to buy a fine luxury car, make sure your credit good so you can get it going there and get a good interest rate, and you can get your note can be little or nothing. Do that part of it. Don't just be wasting your money. I ain't going nowhere. Just want to pull up somewhere and they say, she's shining. No.
My son called me about an hour ago before we started. And he said, Dad, I'm coming out to where you at. I said, all right, you ain't got to get no hotel. He said, all right, cool. He said, but I know how you are about your car. That's your business. I want to rent one of them. I said, okay.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give it to you. I mean, I could. But the thing is, you know that I'm living off of my goddamn cars being rented.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you want a nice car and you go spend goddamn all of this money with these other motherfuckers, why not share it with me if you got it?
There you go.
That's what we gotta do.
Exactly.
Our money is the only money in the country that don't go around in our community one time.
Man.
One time.
You're right.
You look at the other communities, their money circulating in their community 5 or 6 and 10 times. One time. Not once.
Howie.
Soon as we get our money, we go support everybody else. I have made it my business as much as I can to support Black business, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm getting merchandise done. I got somebody Black doing that. I got a Black realtor. I'm running it down. Doctors, all that. I'm running it down. I'm gonna try.
This is what I learned in this business, in this real estate business. The worst piece of property that you see visually is the biggest money maker, period.
Right.
In Detroit, I know because my brother's
come on, man. It's gold right there.
$20,000, you can buy you about 2-3 houses.
Yeah. Downtown.
At one time, they were selling houses in Detroit for $1. All you had to do was pay the back taxes, bro.
Right.
People from New York, DC, everywhere, LA, they came to Detroit and cleaned up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people here now that got businesses that are from these other cities. You know what I'm saying? They came in, they cleaned up.
It's
that was
like
about,
that
about 6-7 years ago. Yeah.
You got to have the plan.
Yeah.
And you can't be. See, this is the shit that gets to me. And this is something that you really, really have to learn. You know for a fact, there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. As soon as you buy a car and you pull it off, whether it's used or new, it depreciates.
Absolutely.
You know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's one thing that's guaranteed to depreciate. Yeah. So you know you're going to lose money.
Yeah.
Why are you investing in this new fucking car that's not worth nothing?
Not worth a damn thing.
And they are quick to give you a car, a life-changing decision. They'll give you a car in a heartbeat. Your credit could be zero.
Quick.
But when you want to go get a fucking house or a business,
oh man,
you got a problem.
Yes, sir.
They put you through hell and back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you can have the money, and that ain't it.
That ain't it. No, that ain't it. Okay, we're gonna need you to write this letter to the governor of Mexico. But I'm out here. It don't matter. He run what's going on. Yeah, it's hard.
I talked to. I want to say the story wrong, but I talked to Boss, who was Kevin Hart's right hand man. Right? I don't know if y'all familiar with Boss. The guy with he got the birthmark around his eye. But anyway, he trains with Kevin Hart all the time. That's like his man. That's right.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Right.
So I was talking to him. I was out there doing Earthquake show out at the studio. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart LOL studio. And he was telling me that when Kevin Hart first started coming up, get coming in his first millions, they wouldn't sell him a house in Cali. He was saying that because his credit and everything, and he hadn't built up any real equity and stuff like that. He was having a hard time.
And had the money
early, and he had major money at the time. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't give him the house that he wanted. It took him a while for him to build to get to that point. He was like, and even with that, he was like, man, he even told me, he's like, man, if you come into some money, how we better get you a house in Michigan.
Exactly.
He was like, this is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was like, man, just get you a nice big sweet crib in Michigan, bro.
A friend of mine said that now for even to get a house now, and this probably just with us, they want to see what kind of line of business credit you have.
Yeah. Right.
I said, what? He said, I'm just trying to tell you what kind of business credit you have. I'm like, come on, man.
That's why I'm trying to
stop you from getting that mortgage.
The sweetest deals are those abandoned looking business because we don't look at them.
The average person who knows business.
We scared of a fixer up.
Oh, yes, sir. And that is a money-making mother.
Yeah. You
just gotta get smarter, man. And I think that, we talking about, we can go back to the younger generation, the social media generation. We gotta kind of, and some of them are smart too. I'm not underestimating at all, but we gotta get more involved in them. You know what I'm saying? Like us as older, we gotta kind of reach out to them a little more too. I think we got some responsibility in this too. You know what I'm saying? Whereas they may irritate, not listen or be hard headed.
We do. We
gotta at least tell them.
Yeah.
Like, hey, all right, I told you. You know what I'm saying? We at least got to tell them.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Secret. You know what I'm saying? So all this knowledge we got and all the wisdom that we got, we gotta hand it down.
Yeah.
One thing I give this guy, his name is Big Business, named Greg Parker. He's a real estate mogul, and he's from Philly. He lives in Florida, but he buys buildings out in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
From his daughter, that's 10 years old, up to his son, everybody in his immediate circle has a part of a job to do something in there.
There you go.
They open up a company for every one of them to do this and branch on this. And if we can't allow or give our kids something, it should be started off with these type of businesses that's going to make shit happen for them in the future. And it'll generate not only from your family to somebody else's family. Say, hey man, you saw Howie bought his goddamn son in one of the little houses, and that's his house.
Right.
Shit, what are we doing? That's how we start, because we love to copycat each other. So why not copycat on something positive?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
A nigga walk up to you in a heartbeat. Man, where you getting them goddamn sneakers from? I was looking at them shit for years. Right. Not how much you pay for the house, and brother, I can show you how to get a house with 20,000.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be easy. It'll work.
Yeah.
And on that,
Capone to be like, hey, y'all looking at the new verses? That's easy. DMX against Snoop.
Or D'Angelo just signed with Versus.
Come on, man. Come on.
He just don't have no competition yet.
It's easy for us to be dumb, man. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It really.
That's deep what you just said, though. People will see you with some shoes on and be like, man, where did you get those? I've been looking for those. And they come up to a stranger. But they won't ask a stranger, hey, man, can you tell me how you own that property? Or how did you get this business? We won't even do that, not even with the same enthusiasm. We won't even do it at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
You know, that's a good point you just brought, man. I thought about that. I was like, that's deep. We won't do nothing like that.
Greg said watch Black Church on PBS. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch that. I take in all information, read, and all those kind of things. I think we have to do that as well. But with all we done said, The Rock said he going to run for president if that's what the people want. No, I want you to be in the movies and to lift weights. We already had somebody in office that was going off of guessing what politics was about. No, The Rock, we don't need that.
Right.
Thank you. You do keep doing what you're doing and you looking good and all that, and you stay in the movies. Thank you in advance.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he can win. And
that's why I don't want him to run.
Man, it's a movie called Idiocracy. If you ain't never seen it, please go watch it. It's a cult classic. It's called Idiocracy.
Yes, I saw it.
It's about how the world gets dumber and dumber as the years go on, and the president is a wrestler. I'm telling you, an ex-wrestler played by your boy Terry Crews. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's an excellent movie. It's hysterical. But we moving more and more towards that.
He became governor. What the fuck else can we not expect? He's not even from America and don't speak English.
Oh my God, man. Dude, this politics is going, it's crazy. It's a circus.
Yeah, he don't need to run. But people so out of touch too. And when I read this, I knew they were out of touch. So I know y'all looked at the Super Bowl or seen something on it anyway. Even if you don't look at something nowadays, it'll come across your phone. You can see 5 minutes up. The Weeknd is coming out with a documentary about his performance at the Super Bowl. I said, have I lost my mind or has the world lost? The performance looked like the documentary. Somebody need to come in there and say, we not doing it like that. It was horrible.
Horrible.
It was horrible. Now I was like, at least if you're going to have a halftime performance, you need to have more than one person. Because he what is he up here doing?
Yeah.
Man,
it was a lot of demonic.
He's terrible.
A lot of
terrible.
Demonic. The performance was terrible, but the demonic of worship of the wrong kind was definitely in there, because if you look at Jordan Peele's movie, everything was the same around it. Mm-hmm. The Us movie with the face mask and the people and the red jacket, exactly the same shit. So it was very demonic.
Yeah.
Nothing about it was musical, classic, or whatever, his songs and all of that. And people need to pay attention to that shit. Mm-hmm. Because we know the music industry is fucking devil worship.
Man, you know what? Every halftime show got some kind of hidden demonic symbolism or something.
All that. And he already, his hit song already about cocaine. When he's singing that, and I know it's going to be the death of me. No, I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
Yeah.
But I love it. Them drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever relationship you ever been in and you was with them and couldn't feel them drugs or a stroke or something.
You know, I ain't never really checked my man's music out though. You know what I'm saying? Like I that was really my first time seeing him on.
And that won't make you go search it out either. Not that performance. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, when he was on there, I was like, all right, I could deal with him, but bring on the next act. Mm-hmm. That was my whole thing. He get his 2 songs, and he need to go head on where he going. Then he give you vertigo. He start walking through the little glass maze from the carnival. I was like, shorty, get your ass back on the stage.
Right.
What are you?
Total confusion was what that was supposed to be.
And then he got a documentary. It's just like, I was like, this thing all the way out of control.
Well, you know, the documentary get him the likes and all that social media stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he got to get all that. That's get him the money, the YouTube. You see what I'm saying? Let's monetize all of it from all angles and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of people thought he was great. I'm gonna tell you who I like to talk to though when stuff like that happen. I can't wait for my phone to ring. I be waiting on it too for my mother to call, because I know she gonna call. My mother call. You see this? She said, "What is this called?" I said, "Mom." She said, "It's just terrible." You know what? I'm gonna have to stop watching the NFL because she go too far. I be on the phone hollering. She said, "It's bad." Yeah. She said, she said, "So in entertainment, anybody can do it now. You can just be anything now." Yeah. I said, "Mom, he a star. A star of what?" I keep egging her on, right? Right. And my brothers and sisters be like, "Why you doing like that?" Because I could be sitting there, I be like, "Watch this, I'm about to get mommy started," right? Couple of words, and she be like, "What?" And she be gone, and you'll have you a good laugh. So I said it. When I saw him up there, I said, my phone will ring in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. My phone was like, I said, "Hey, Mom." She said, "This is ridiculous right here. They might as well just told us to come back after halftime." Yeah. She just went order.
Our definition of celebrity ain't the same as the new generation definition of celebrity. No. My kids like to watch Corey Kitchen. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but he's the guy that be playing video games and he be.
Everybody talking about him.
Yeah, he's from Detroit too. What's funny is he's a multi-millionaire now, but he make his bread off of other people watching him play video games.
Exactly.
He that good?
Yeah.
No. He just
that good. He's very entertaining.
Yeah, he's just entertaining. He talks about it. It's not like he solves the game all the time or it's like conquers the game. You can let you watch him play it or let him critique videos and stuff like that. But it's mostly video.
What he play? Fortnite?
He play all kind of games. He play everything.
Fortnite is what the kids love.
Yeah, he play Fortnite. Okay. But he play all kinds of stuff. My daughter pulled him up on YouTube just to watch him play a video game. Yeah. So he became a celebrity. I remember when we used to want to play the game. We didn't want to sit around and watch somebody play the game. We wanted to be involved and play the video game.
Yeah, they don't do that. My nephew said he want to play.
Somebody want to play. Somebody do that now. that's actually an avenue of entertainment, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we dealing with a different mentality when it comes to stars and celebrities and what people look at as a celebrity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they don't even, like you say, Howie, they don't even play the game like they used to. My nephew talking about he want PlayStation 5. I said I will get it for you when the 6 come out.
Yeah.
That way, when that 6 come out, it be about $99 and you can rock out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? True. But a $600 console, I said, nah, I don't know about that. It ain't that much technology in the world to me.
You might as well be in there fighting your goddamn self. $600, somebody gonna get hit, motherfucker.
Now I can't lie. I did the you put the glasses on, the virtual.
Oh, the Optum thing.
You got one, Howie? You got one?
I don't have one, but I was.
You gonna get one?
I think so. I was over.
Come down.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what about the price range and that, but I was over another comedian's house, CP. I don't know if you know CP from Detroit, but he had them, and I literally
writer.
CP writes and he does stand up. Yeah. Okay, man, I had I failed right in his living room. Like I thought someone was trying to get me, and I literally fell. That made me say, "Wow, this is some deep stuff." I was like, "This is something I might get for entertainment purpose." This virtual reality is this is like it was the realest thing that I had ever experienced. So I could see bad being done with it too. You know what I'm saying? But as far as pure entertainment, I thought it was amusing as an adult.
Right.
I'm gonna get the PlayStation 5, but I probably just get it. I mean, I ain't paying that much money for a game, so I probably get
how much they cost.
I get it in about 3 years or something when it comes down.
$500-$600 now.
Already about $500-$600. Okay.
When it get down to maybe $100-something bucks, I might get it, but not $500-$600. I don't feel like that.
And trust me, the way technology moves, it'll be like that in a year and a half.
Less than that.
Yeah,
it'd be less than that. All right, so look, y'all. Yeah, less than that. It'd be. In about the summertime, it'd be like $150 because they be like, okay, we the last people that's gonna pay $600. We got to get rid of the rest of them. By July, PlayStation, $150, $200, PlayStation 5. The people gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
Then so we got a segment on this show called "Air It Out." Y'all been so good. We done went over the time. We done had a great conversation. We got a show. We got a segment on here. How long? Oh, just an hour, but that's okay. We was talking, and the producer was enjoying it too because he ain't texting nothing. He's like, y'all talking that talk. Y'all talking that talk. I can sit around here. Shout out to Chris and Renee, the producers of Dominique The Podcast. Okay, so we got a segment on we call "Air It Out." You get 2 minutes. Both of y'all get 2 minutes to air it out about whatever you want to. It could be funny. It don't have to be funny. We believe that laughter heals, and we don't think you should hold on to things and get things off of your chest. That's what we believe on this show. Right. So just air it out. Who want to go first? And I'm going to put you on the clock.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and go first, man.
You're going to go, Howie? Okay, let me tell you. Let me get your time, Howie.
Right. Let me take a sip of this water real quick.
Okay, go ahead. What about the machine good and stuff? You good?
Machine's good. Washing machine is good. We should have no power service right now. But look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna air it out about being at home and being here homeschooling. It's been probably one of the most difficult things that I've done, and I'm an educated black man. I have a high school diploma and a college degree. I got a Bachelor of Arts and Media Arts. It's probably been one of the most difficult things that I've ever done. It's not my 14-year-old kind of self-sufficient, but my 8-year-old is in 3rd grade, and I feel like I'm in the 3rd grade. I feel like I need a refresher course on some of this material. I feel like I'm not doing good. When she does bad, I feel like I failed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so it's like psychologically wrapping me up. You know what I'm saying? This homeschooling. And the thing about it though that's getting irritating is not only just the being in class part. But it's the whole everything around it. It's the making the breakfast, the lunch, the waking her up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like sometimes my daughter is late. How are you late when the school is in your house? You know what I mean? So it's like so that's my fault. I feel like I'm a loser because I can't get my daughter up to get downstairs on the couch in time to get to school. The school is downstairs. You know what I'm saying? So that part is bothering me. You know what I'm saying? And her eating habits are horrible now. So it's like school feeds you once a day. She wants to eat now anytime she wants. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times don't matter. We're gonna eat all day. I'm not gonna take a lunch. I'm just gonna keep eating all day. And it's like I can't really yell and keep yelling at her. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to teach her, like, no, this ain't right, and to do this. But when I tell you, this has been one of the most frustrating times of my life, being a official homeschool teacher. I'm the teacher. The teacher on the computer is the sub. I'm the teacher because I'm the one that's got to make sure all the work is done and correct. I got to upload all the work, or me or her mother. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure everything is correct. Like I said, I'm her nutritionist during the day as well. And I got to be her, dietitian. I got to be her sleep therapist because I got to make sure she get rest. And I got to be her social media watch guard because I got to make sure she's not on this damn tablet all, the rest of the time. So it's like, this is a difficult time, and some of the parents can feel me on this.
I'm sure they can.
Highly frustrated. I know I can do it. I know
you can do it. I'm sending you virtual hugs.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But when I tell you it's been tough,
I'm sure.
That's it.
That was good. All right, that was good. Cap, you on the clock, Cap? 2 minutes. Air it out.
All right, I want to air out. I want to air out as Black people. I'm a guy from the hood. I grew up, sold drugs, went to prison, became a comedian, was very successful at it. But I was also learned that you don't have to take one profession. You can take many professions and become great at it. I've learned that real estate. I've learned that self-empowerment. And I've also learned that partnership is very important. If you have somebody that you love and they love you, and maybe things are not, y'all on 2 different fields, learn to bring each other into each other's fields, because you never know who can elevate who unless you give each other a shot. And I think that that's what we're missing as Black people. We're in these relationships. We worried about bills. We worried about all of these type of things. We got to stop letting them tell us what we are capable and not capable of doing. These life decisions, we have the opportunities. And when they say no, we have to go another route to make it say yes. Put more money together or whatever the situation is, but work together. That's my air out.
All right, that was good, Cap. And what? Yeah, that was good. Y'all was good. Y'all was good anyway. And I, we done ran the streets so long.
Yes.
I miss all like how we say, you miss seeing your comedy comrades. You know what I'm saying? I want to add out about I just want to add out and say, just keep loving each other. I know we talk about what we need to do as a people. We not downplaying nobody, and white people, if y'all got some things y'all want to say to help to get us out of this mess, we'll take suggestions.
Yes.
You can send notes in it. We notes into the meeting and stuff, but we do have to get on one accord. We got to keep loving each other, keep lifting each other up. Black men lift up Black women. Black women lift up Black men. We got to stick in there, hang in there, and keep being positive, change our attitude, and work with our kids more. And I think if we do that, because I love my people, and I ain't never giving up on mine. You know what I'm saying? So if we can do that, we'll be all right. All right, so that's what I wanted to add out about. Okay, y'all, look, tell the people where they can find you on your social media handles. If you gigging, let them know that. Show them where they can follow you.
Well, you can follow me at Howie Bizzell, HOWIEBIZZELL, at Howie Bizzell or Howie Bell on all the other platforms. And this weekend, I'll be at Riddle's Comedy Club in Alsip, Illinois, with Damon Williams and Mark Simmons. So y'all check me this weekend in Alsip, Illinois, at Riddle's Comedy Club all weekend. Be there.
Hey, this is Comedian Capone. You can hit me on Comedian Capone. I have a show also on the internet called Cap Back, where we talk about everything, uplifting people. We even talk down on some people, but I have a Wednesday segment where I promote Black businesses, helping people to just connect. Every Wednesday at 7 o'clock we do this, and it's a great thing. I have a show every Thursday in New Jersey at this club called Barcodes. It's a decent budget, so you know I'll be calling my two comrades here.
Call me, Cap. You know I'm coming through.
You already know.
Funny, and we definitely need y'all. And I make sure, even if the regular budget is good, that I make sure I take care of y'all a lot better than most people. That's what
I ain't worried about you. You been putting money in my pocket to me. Cap since the early 90s.
Hey, look. My fondest memory of doing a show with Capone is he had a room where the microphone came from the ceiling.
Bronx
BBQ.
Hey, baby. Hey, look, I had to get my comedy chops up in there, baby.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
And then the thing about the room was it was in the middle, right?
Yeah.
And then it was people all around you, so it was people behind you and everything. And it be packed. No seats left in the joint. And people are walking there and they'll be like, so once I moved to New York, I had done it a lot of times. I just come up there because I love Cap. Even if I wasn't going up, he said you could go up or whatever. Right, because I had carte blanche. When I walked in there, they was like, yo, man, you rocking tonight? I was like, yeah, they was like, you got love in the Bronx. I was like, bud. You know, and then Cap would go up there and beat the room to a pulp and be like, oh my God, just murder the room, just slay the whole room, you know what I'm saying? And then they'd be like, okay, we about to start the show. People be like, oh my God, what I'm about to do? Because he done just murdered the whole. Andy Sharp is attacked. You know what I'm saying? He done walked up in there, he get this love coming through the door. He's shining. Then he go up there and beat the room down. I was like, oh my.
I know we gotta leave Dominique, but I gotta piggyback off of that. That is the part of comedy where a lot of young comedians are missing. The social comedians, you know, like they're kind of missing being in the trenches like that. When you went into a room like that and it was totally intimidating for your first time you see that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you have to break that ice, break your mentality to get up there and do your thing and to do it more than once and to keep coming back. Yeah. That's training in comedy. Yeah. That's training you how to do stand-up comedy. You know what I mean? And I miss it for myself. But I definitely feel sorry for the younger cast, man, that don't get it.
And that's what allows you to be in the business for 25 and 30 years. You know what I'm saying? That's how they give you longevity. Those days, I don't care what nobody say. I'm so glad I lived those days. And I came through the era of comedy. I came through, because if they had the internet back then, we would have been on it too. I would have been up in Bronx BBQs like,
Well, the new club is called Barcodes. It's some real sexy shit.
There we go.
I promise y'all, I'll be calling y'all. And
call
the
me,
budget will be right. It'll be worth it.
And I'm going to call you too, because I want to talk to you about something else too. All right, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all, thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all. You can also check this out on my YouTube channel, Dominique Comedy. It was on and on my Facebook Live. You can check it out. As well, and we'll see you next Tuesday, same time, same place, 5 p.m. Pacific time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love y'all. I see you soon. I talk to you soon, guys.
Thank you. All
right, I appreciate y'all.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Capone. One love. All right.